Okay, today we'll see about the human heart. So, the human heart is an internal organ which starts beating around 21st day during embryonic development. So, embryonic development, that means human embryo develops around within 9 months. That means 270 to 280 days it takes to develop the embryo. So, from that 9 months, after the formation of zygote, from the 21st day after the formation of zygote, the heartbeat starts, and when that heartbeat is stopped, then that will be considered as the death of the individual. Now, so what the heart is beating continuously, regularly to pump the blood to various body parts to supply the nutrients. Now, location, where the heart is located in our body. It is located in a place called mediastinum. This is the place between two lungs. So this is a right lung and this is a left lung. Between two lungs there is a space called mediastinum. Here the heart is located like this. If you see that a left lung, we can see small notch which is called, this is a cardiac notch. This is a cardiac notch. Okay, this is the place where the heart is located. That means it is located in a middle of the chest. Slide towards left. So slide towards left. Not completely, just a little bit of the heart is bent towards the left side. Now, size. Size of the heart is equal to your fist. The person's heart is equal to the person's fist size, almost equal. Now weight, coming to the weight, in an adult healthy human being, heart weighs around 280 to 340 grams. And in case of females, it will be weighs around 230 to 280 grams, somewhat less when you compare with the male. And the shape of the heart is pure shape, pure fruit shape, or else it is simply triangular outline. So outline is a triangular like this. So you can compare like a reversed cone like that. Then it is made up of a special muscles called cardiac muscles. So cardiac means simply heart. These cardiac muscles we can see only in a heart and they were involuntary. So if you see the structure of cardiac muscles, they have striations. Structurally they look like a voluntary muscles, but functionally they are involuntary. But they have a striations, so bands like that. Next, heart transplantation. So heart transplantation means what? A transferring heart organ from one person's body to the another person. Here, when the person met with an accident and his brain is dead, then that is called brain dead people. They were called brain dead people. From the brain dead, we can transplant the heart from that brain dead person to that other person who is suffering from the heart diseases. That is possible within 4 to 5 hours. Next, the study of heart is called cardiology, and a cardiologist, the person who is specialist in a heart diseases. Now we will see the internal structure of heart. So the internal structure of heart. So what is the shape of the heart? It is a pure shaped structure. So this is a pure shaped structure, and the heart is containing, or internally heart is divided into 4 chambers with the muscular structures called septa. So the 4 chambers we can see in the heart. These are the upper chambers. Yeah. These are the upper 2 chambers, and it continues to lower side. These are the lower 2 chambers. Yes. So the upper 2 chambers are called auricles and the lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. So this is the left side, you have to compare like this. This becomes my left. So this is a left auricle, or else atrium, left atrium, auricle is also called atria. So this is left auricle or left atrium, and this one right auricle or else right atrium. Now the lower two chambers are called ventricles. The ventricle which is in a right side, that is called right ventricle, and this one left ventricle. Now there is a small openings between auricles to the ventricles. These openings are controlled by a special structure called valves. So valve is a special structure. What is the special function of valve? They allows the blood in only one direction. So they are one way. They allows the blood in one direction. For example, if you see here, they allows the blood from the auricles to the ventricles, not from the ventricles to auricles. So they are one way. So the valve between right auricle and right ventricle is a tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. So that means it is a valve which consists three cusps. Tri means three. See here, we can see the three cusps like this. And the valve between left auricle and left ventricle is a bicuspid valve. Bicuspid valve, or else sometimes it is also called mitral valve. Mitral valve. Now, several blood vessels attached to the heart. We will discuss them. You see these structures which are separating the auricles and ventricles. These structures are called septa. They are muscular structure. They are called septa. So this one is a septa. Singular septum. Septa is a plural. Septum is a singular. The septum which separates two ventricles is called ventricular septum. Ventricular septum. Like that, similarly, the septum which separate two auricles is called auricular septum. This is what? Auricular septum. Now we'll see that various blood vessels attached to the heart, and they are opening into the different chambers, and they are leading from the different chambers. We'll discuss now. Here, see, we can see one blood vessel is opening into which chamber? Right auricle. This is called superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. It is nothing but precaval vein. It is also called precaval vein. Usually, what are the differences between arteries and veins? See here, artery is a blood vessel. Usually blood vessels are three types: arteries, veins and capillaries. We will discuss about first of all artery. Artery is a blood vessel which pumps the blood from heart to body parts. Heart to body parts. Whatever the body part, it brings the blood away from the heart. Then vein. Vein is a blood vessel which collects the blood from body parts to heart. If I am saying that is a vein, you just understand that is a blood vessel which collecting the blood to the heart. If I say the word artery, that means the blood is pumping out through that blood vessel. Now, this is a vena cava or vein, superior vena cava. Superior, if there is a superior, there must be an inferior. So, superior vena cava is a vein, precaval vein. That means it is collecting the blood to the heart. So, this vein collects the blood from head and neck, and it collects the deoxygenated blood. To represent the deoxygenated blood, we use that blue color. So, if I am drawing that a blood vessel with the blue color, you can understand that the blood vessel is carrying what? A deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means what? It has a low amount or less or no oxygen. Now, so this is superior vena cava opening into right auricle. One more blood vessel is opening into the right auricle. From the lower body parts, it collects the blood. This is the inferior vena cava. This is what? Inferior vena cava. So it collects the blood from posterior parts of the body, that means lower parts of the body. So it is also collecting what blood? Deoxygenated blood. So they both will be open into the right auricle. Here one more a small opening we can see, that is called coronary sinus. I'll write here this. Okay, we'll see that here. This is coronary sinus. It collects the blood from the walls of heart. Which blood? Deoxygenated blood. So finally, the deoxygenated blood is collected into the right auricle by these three different openings. Similarly, the left auricle also collecting the blood. The left auricle also having some blood vessels which collect the blood into the left auricle. They were, see here, this is the pulmonary vein. This is also one pulmonary vein. So these are collecting what? Oxygenated blood. These are the pulmonary veins. So these two are what? Pulmonary veins. What is meant by pulmonary? Pulmonary in the sense lungs. Pulmonologist, lung specialist. These are the pulmonary veins. Vein means it collects the blood to the heart. It is collecting the blood from which part of the body? From the lungs. So the blood vessels which collects the blood from the lungs, they are called pulmonary veins. How many here? Two from that left lung. So this is the left side, no? So left pulmonary veins, and from the right lung also. From the right lung also the blood has to be collected. From the right lung it is collected by two more pulmonary veins. So these two also opening into the left auricle. So totally how many pulmonary veins? 4. 2 from the left lung and 2 from the right lung. So totally 4 pulmonary veins are opening into which chamber of the heart? The left auricle. Now some blood vessels arising. These two are this superior vena cava and inferior vena cava pulmonary veins. They are collecting the blood into the auricles, but there is no mixing of blood. Why? Because there is a septum which separates the blood. Okay, now here from that right ventricle one blood vessel, see I am clearing this, what is this septum, to draw that diagram, to draw that blood vessel clearly. So this is the one blood vessel which is arising from right auricle, and after leaving the heart it is divided into 2 branches, like this. Okay, this one, the blood vessel which is arising here in the right ventricle, it is called pulmonary artery. Pulmonary means lungs, artery means the blood vessel which supply blood from heart to body part. What is the body part here? Lungs. So this blood vessel, the pulmonary artery, supplies that. Blue color indicates what? Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood to the lungs. And here we know that between alveoli and blood capillaries the gaseous exchange takes place, and that deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated blood, and that blood is collected back to the heart through what? We already discussed what? Pulmonary veins. That is it. Same in the right side also. So this one is the right branch of the pulmonary artery. Now one more blood vessel is arising from that other chamber of the heart. This is from that what? Left ventricle. From the left ventricle the blood vessel is arising here, is the largest blood vessel. This is called aorta. This is what? Aorta. So after leaving the heart, the aorta will be divided into so many branches to supply blood towards various body parts. What blood is this one? The oxygenated blood. After leaving the heart, so many branches will be formed or divided from that aorta. This is what? Aorta. AORTA, or it is also called systemic artery. Systemic artery. This is the largest blood vessel in the body. So it takes the left turn and it comes down like this. From here it comes down. From here it divides into so many branches, which leads to various body parts. That means it supplies the blood. Which blood? Oxygenated blood to all body parts. Okay, so this is what how the various blood vessels are attached to the heart and how the movement of blood will be takes place. That we will discuss in the next class in the name of cardiac cycle. So here you just remember these are the various blood vessels attached to the heart and they control the movement of blood by the walls. Here the walls of auricles and ventricles, if you compare, the walls of ventricles are thicker when you compare with the walls of auricles. Why? Because the ventricles are somewhat bigger when you compare with the auricles and they have to be withstand for that high pressure. They will be contract with that high force. So if there is a very thin wall, they may be chance to burst. So to avoid that bursting, they have very thicker walls. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about the cardiac cycle.